Minasan, konnichiwa, Regan desu. Hey everyone, Regan here. Today I'm doing a short video response to a video tag. I was tagged in by the Emily Louise Maitland channel, I'll put it down here, another video maker in Japan. She's got 10 questions for me to answer about life in Japan, FAQs. Okay, number one, why did I move to Japan? I really wanted a holiday. Why did I come to Japan? I wanted a big holiday. I wanted a holiday. So the first time I came was last year, and I did a 3-month homestay where I didn't work. I was on a tourist visa, and yeah, I just wanted 3 months to do nothing, and I succeeded. Best 3 months of my life, or one of the best 3 months of my life. I loved it. I had such a good experience that as soon as I had to go back to Australia, I had already planned for my next trip to Japan. I absolutely loved it and decided that I wanted to do a longer stay here. So keep learning Japanese and work over here and do a working holiday as well. Number two, what's my favorite Japanese food and why? This always changes. It used to be daifuku, which is a Japanese treat, which is like 80% sugar, so I've stopped eating that unless I get given it as a gift. At the moment, my favorite food is tofu. So tofu with shoyu, so soy sauce, and was it negi? The shallots. So tofu, soy sauce, and shallots. It's like a little dish that they have here. It's absolutely delicious. Number three, what's my favorite place in Japan and why? So far, I'm a big nature fan, so my favorite place in Japan so far is either Sendai or Chichibu. And I went up there both times. The weather was perfect at those places when I went. It was unbelievably green. You don't get that a lot in the major cities of Japan, so that was refreshing. Number four, what's my favorite Japanese kanji or word? And this one is kintsukuroi, and it means to repair with gold. And the reason behind it is, I don't know, an ancient Japanese thing where if something broke, say an urn or a bowl or something like that, they would pick up the pieces and weld it back together with gold. So it was to say that something was better having been broken. Number five is, what's your favorite part of Japanese culture? And for me, it's transport. So I love the train systems, they're always on time. But I really love that everybody uses bicycles here. Everybody rides for transport, not just sort of training or fitness. They use it as a way to get around. And I love riding around with a bicycle on the basket on the front, and I can get groceries and things like that. It's just a really easy way to do things when you're overseas. If I rode around in Australia with a basket on, on the front of my bike, I'm pretty sure I'd get hit by a car. Someone would try and hit me, and it would probably be one of my friends. Number six is, what is one thing that surprised you since you've come to Japan? Japanese schedules. They're absolutely insane. There's this quote I really love. It's called "Stop the Glorification of Busy." And it's a big thing here in Japan where, you know, the more full your schedule, the more you get done, the better. And people live these planned lives like months or two in advance. Sometimes people will ask me what I'm doing on a weekend in like 4 weeks' time. I have no idea what I'm doing this weekend. I like to keep my schedule as free as possible. So when someone plans that far ahead and wants me to do something and sort of lock in a time, it makes me feel really uncomfortable. Question number seven, have I picked up any Japanese habits? Yes, definitely. The first time I came over last year, I haven't eaten with a knife or fork since myself when I'm eating. I only use chopsticks. So unless I'm eating with other foreigners, so back in Australia, or if I go to someone's house, I use knife and fork. But other than that, it's all been chopsticks. Number eight, what's the next place I want to travel to in Japan? Well, I've already booked my trip in 2 weeks' time to go to Saitama, and that's to visit my host family. I haven't seen them since I've come back, so I'm really looking forward to that reunion. But other than that, I would like to go to Okinawa and go down and see all the beautiful beaches down there, and also Hokkaido. Apparently it's got really beautiful scenery and very green up there as well. So they're going to have to be two very separate trips that are going to cost a fortune to get to the top and bottom of Japan. Number nine, if I could restart my life in Japan, would I change anything? And no, absolutely not, definitely not. But the advice I'd give to other people looking to come over is learn as much Japanese as you can before you come. When I first came, it was an impromptu trip. I'd only been studying Japanese for about 2 months before my host family had asked me to come over, and it was sort of, I didn't get a lot of time. One big drawback was that I couldn't really speak with anybody. It was really tough, And so if you can learn a fair bit of Japanese before you come over here, it's going to go a long way. Number 10, what's the biggest piece of advice I'd give to new people coming to Japan for the first time? It's the same advice I give for any new experience. It's get rid of expectation. So come over here without expecting anything, without expecting to go anyway, and just enjoy it for what it is. The pictures that I had in my head before I got here of how my trip was going to be, it's completely different and it's so much better. So just enjoy the crazy ride that is your trip to Japan. Okay, so they're my 10 answers to the questions for the Japan tag, and thank you for letting me waste over 5 or 6 minutes of your life. So part of the tag is to tag someone else. I've chosen to tag Caleb on his channel, and I'll put a little picture there for his channel and link to his answers when he puts them up as well. Otherwise, arigatou gozaimasu. Ja, mata ne.